Welcome to Nalla Narasimha Reddy Education Society's group of institutions, integrated campus, Hyderabad, Structural Engineering 1, Reinforced Cement Concrete. I'm Dr. A. Mahesh Babu, Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. Unit 3 related to slabs, one-way slabs, two-way slabs. I explained one-way slab, what is one-way slab, two-way slab in previous videos. One-way slab, you must remember, whenever long span by shorter span should be whenever greater than or equal to 2, then it is called as one-way slab. In one-way slab, the bending moment is like this. If you see the bending moment is like this, only one way, depend upon only this distributed to these beams. So we will provide in this direction, longitudinal reinforcement, right? See, this is your reinforcement. So these loads will transfer to adjacent beams. This is one-way slab. And the condition, you must remember, this is Ly by Lx, that is longer span by shorter span, is equal to or greater than 2. This is one-way slab. In this way, you have to provide reinforcement, main reinforcement. See, whenever Ly by Lx is equal to, the slab has tendency to bend both directions. With increasing Ly, the tendency of bending along Ly is reduced and that of Lx is increased. What that meaning? When a slab, suppose a square is there. If both are same, so the bending moment towards both all four beams are equal. Suppose here, if you increase some Lx and Ly, so this Lx is increased and Ly decreases. So load will be distributed like this, only shorter span, right? So in this way, we have to consider whenever Ly by Lx greater or equal to 2, the slab bends only in x direction, that is short direction. So main reinforcement is provided in this direction. This is shorter direction. If it is more, okay, if it is more like this, we'll provide like this shorter direction. This is shorter direction along the short span. See, remember always it is distributing to long support beams, opposite beams, but we are calculating shortest direction. Don't take Ly for calculation of bending moment like that. Say beam of 8 meters by 3 meters. Don't take 8 here, 3. So Lx is 3. So here to calculate, you have to consider shorter span and main reinforcement provided parallel to your shorter span like this only. So this is regarding one-way slab. As I explained, see many times, what is one-way slab? Two-way slab. One-way slab is when Ly by Lx greater or equal to 2, the slab is class. The slab is one-way slab, right? Next one is, if you will go for general consideration as per clause 24.1. Here we will take percentage of steel approximately will not take 0.3%. So KT value is 1.2. See the deflection ratio generally for simply supported beams, here 20, right? For beams, slabs, or anything as per clause of your IS 456, right? See, if you see IS 456 here, if you see here IS 456 here, beams same like slabs, here cantilever simply supported beams, right? This is the we have to practice. Say here, if you observe here for beams or slabs, here for beams or slabs, what we are observing here? See, up to 10 meters, cantilevers span to effective depth ratio is 7, for simply supported 20, and for continuous 26. You must remember these values. These bit questions asked frequently in competitive examinations, and not only competitive examination, in Viva wise also. See, whenever I said, you must remember, note important point, and you must study whenever there is a class of ACE1 RCC structures. See, you should have a hard copy along with you. You should refer whatever I discussed, because the practice is very important. This book is allowed for your external examinations and internal examinations. Okay, so practice is very important. Here, what I discussed here, there we are observing in the code book. Here, same values. Here you got C27, 26. Same here for cantilever 7, simply support 20 and 26. For about the 10 meters, there are some conditions. Okay, in that way we have to calculate according to our IS 456. Similarly, for continuous slabs, here 26, here KT value is 1.2. For slabs, we have taken this general consideration according to class 24.1. Again, if you see here 23 and 24.1 here, class here, see general conditions 24.1 here, note slabs spanning into two direction. The shorter of the two spans should be used for calculating the span effective ratios. See, this is the way we have to consider, and we have to take here, we have to consider, right? See, same way here 35 for simply supported, for continuous slabs 40. So that's why you must be careful. For simply supported 35 to a slab and 40 for 2 slabs. This is codal provision. So this is example for one-way slab, how reinforcement is placing. See, if you observe this one, you will understand how the reinforcement is placed. See, after the problem solving, you have to draw this figure. What are the reinforcement? Here, actually, there is a one reinforcement straight and one is alternative. Okay, here one is straight, here not shown. In this up to here, one is straight. Okay, next one is alternatively. One is straight, one is alternative, bending, like this. These are main bars. These are main bars, right? Bending and straight. And these are distribution bars. These are distribution bars. Why? Because these are provided for temperature and to avoid cracks. So this is example for one-way slab reinforcement. You have to draw like this. The edge is from plan, top edge, and inner side is you have to show dotted. This is center line of the your beam or brickwork. So in this way, you have to draw these figures. This is one-way slab. Here, these are very important points in designing the your one-way slab or two-way slabs. The minimum thickness of the slab generally 100 mm. That is minimum thickness of the slab. Depend upon the span ratio, just as we observe, is a simply supported and cantilever and continuous. That is cantilever 7, simply supported 20, and continuous 26, and multiply by KT factor. So, but the minimum thickness is here. We have to consider 100 mm. Here, clear cover 20 mm. So first one is we have to discuss about these important guidelines from the IS 456. What is that? Span effective depth ratio that already discussed. And we'll see all these in next video. I will explain all this detail by how to use these guidelines by using codal provisions. You should keep with you your